Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Naomi, and in today's video I'm pretty excited because this is like a hobby that I had for the longest time, particularly in college. Yes, even as a broke college student, I was still participating in this hobby of mine, and so I'm so excited today to be comparing the 3 different sizes of the Louis Vuitton agendas or planners with you guys. Okay, so in today's video we are going to be comparing the Louis Vuitton agendas. They come in 3 sizes, which I actually happen to have all 3 sizes because I'm crazy. And actually I got all of these like literally as a college student and because I'm crazy. But anyways, I actually, believe it or not, ever since I actually graduated, I've actually not purchased any because for one I have them. But yeah, so long story short, as you can like tell, I really like these planners. I feel like they're so versatile, and the reason why I really like these particular design of agendas over regular planners is because you're able to customize it to your life, to your personal liking. I really like the fact that you can use literally the same agenda cover for multiple years and just change the inserts. So I really like that, and so I'm going to be sharing with you guys. We're going to be comparing like the sizes, the advantages and disadvantages of each size. I'm going to show you guys which ones I have because, as you know, or as you may not know, Louis Vuitton has different prints of the agendas. So I'm going to be sharing which print I have for which size, the pros and the cons of which one, and which the pro and the con of each size, and which size I'm currently using, or if I am using multiple sizes at once. We'll talk all about that. These are the 3 different sizes of the Louis Vuitton agenda. We have the large, we have the medium, and we have the small. The large it's an A5 size, so the inserts that it takes are all, so these are the different inserts, and the inserts that go into the large agenda are the size A5. And this is the medium agenda, and the inserts that go into the medium agenda are called, in the planner world, we call this like the personal planner or the personal planner size. And so the kind of inserts that go into these agendas are the personal size inserts. And then you have the small agenda. Oh, okay, so real quick, the large agendas are also called like the GM. The medium agendas are called like the MM, and the small ring agendas are called the PM agendas as well. So these are like, I believe they're like French initials. I'm not really necessarily sure what exactly PM stands for, but I do believe it is French. And the small agendas the small agendas PM are also known as the pocket agendas. So they take like the pocket size. See, I saw my 2020 insert in this one. So they take like the pocket size inserts. So do you need all 3 of them? Unless you're like really like crazy like me. And in the planner community, there's this term called planner piece. So if you were to find like planner piece with one size, you don't need all 3 sizes. Sometimes it could be impractical. I have at a certain point used all 3 and they were practical for me. But so I will share with you guys the advantages and disadvantages of each one. And we're going to start by sharing the advantage, of the small ring agenda, or the PM, or the pocket size. So I have my small ringed agenda in the Tiger Leather by Louis Vuitton. And right now it currently retails on, so one of the good things about the planners is literally every single year the prices go up, so they just get more and more expensive, so which is good because you can see them as an investment, because if you were to sell them now it has a high value. So right now the small ring agenda retails for $450. I got this back in 2020 in the middle of the pandemic while I was a student. But and I believe it was like in the 300 range at that point. And so with these planners, sometimes they're like sold out, or you just don't want to spend $450. And like I said, the value increases so you can sell them. So just the same way you can sell them, you can buy them pre-loved. So I'm not talking about DHgate because I actually don't believe in buying fake designer stuff. You know, like if you cannot afford it, it's not by force, for real. But if you do want to buy they're called like the used ones. They don't call them used in the planner world, or I guess in the luxury world in general. They call them pre-loved. So if you wanted to buy a pre-loved agenda, there are 2 websites I recommend I bought from, and they're literally authenticated luxury items. They're real, they're authenticated. So the 2 websites are The Real Real and Fashion File. Fashion Phile, Fashion File. And these 2 websites are known as, you know, the authenticated luxury goods. And actually, my 2 agendas, my smallest one and my medium one, I got them pre-loved, so they're both used. The only one I got brand new was my large one. So this is the only one I got like brand new directly from Louis Vuitton, but the 2 are bought from the authenticated. And I actually know they're authenticated because I ended up taking the medium one into the Louis Vuitton store, and they were able to put my initials on it. So yeah, and that's something else that's like pretty cool. Okay, not to ramble too much. So real quick, let us get to the pros and the cons of the pocket size slash the PM slash the small ringed agenda. So the pros, it's really small. You can literally take it with you anywhere. You know, if your life is like, maybe you don't have a lot going on at a certain like point in your life or at a certain season in your life. If you don't really have a lot going on and you just maybe want to write your work schedule, or actually have some pretty, you know, and this is literally why this is the best type of like planner. Like not only can you have your calendar in there, you can also have small inserts like writer. I have a budget tracker. It's a little bit hard for you guys to really see the insert, so I plan to make a separate video which is going to be showing like a flip through of the planners. But you're able to track your budget. In these, you are able to habit tracker, so if there are any habits you really want to follow, you can just write it there and just check it. And once again, I'm going to do like a proper flip through. So that's the one advantage. It's super like small. If you have a lot going on, you can take it with you everywhere. Very convenient. Throw it into any bag. Easy peasy. And this one's in the tiger leather. The disadvantage of this, if you do have a lot going on in your life, this is really tiny. You know, you're not really able to write a lot in it, so it really just like this, it's literally tiny. There are other brands that make pocket size planner, for instance Filofax. I'm also going to make a video on my planner collection because I also have other planners that are not Louis Vuitton. For instance, the Filofax Calf, I forget the name, the official name, but the pocket size is like way bigger than this. You can probably use that as a regular everyday planner, even though it's in the small size. But with the Louis Vuitton one in particular, you're not really, it's just really tiny. The rings are literally tiny. Like it only fits so much. It's just super tiny for real. And so that's a pro. If you don't have a lot going on, it's easy to take around, it's convenient. And the con is that if you have a lot going on, you're gonna need a bigger planner. It's really tiny and inconvenient to write in, and yeah, it's just not ideal. So next we are going to be moving on to the medium-sized planners. This is also known as the personal size planner, and actually this is the planner I've been using all year long, all of 2022. Like the name says, it's personal sized. Literally you're able to take it everywhere with you, kind of like the pocket size. I feel like this is a decent enough size. It can fit most of my bags. My work bag, it fits into my even like some of my crossbody bags, it's able to fit in there. So that's one of the advantages. You know, it's literally, it gets the job done. You're able to write in there and it gets the job done. You're also able to customize them. I am going to do a flip through. Yeah, and it's also way bigger. Like the rings are like way, see, as you can see, I have mine pretty stuffed, so you can definitely fit a lot more stuff in it. Then you can fit into the pocket size. Like with the pocket size planner, when you have like a certain amount of stuff stuffed in there, you're not really able to turn the pages. But with a medium size, it's like there's so much room to like stuff all kinds of inserts and personalize it. And this can be your only planner, and you would like leave and have a lot of nice like planner piece. It's a very nice middle planner. Yeah. The con of this planner would be for some people, and in the past, even me myself, if you do upgrade to the larger planner and you're downgrading from the larger one, the large ring, to the medium sized, it's a little bit, you'll find that it's tiny. It's not as convenient to write in. So you can write in it, but for instance, with the larger one, I'm going to be comparing it to with this one. It's just more convenient to write inside your larger ringed planner than it is to write in the medium-sized planner. Yeah, I guess that would be like the one con. It can be a bit inconvenient. The page, also the inserts, the personal sized inserts are pretty narrow. It doesn't necessarily, just because the page looks like this doesn't mean the paper is necessarily cover it all. So like the inserts themselves are pretty narrow, and like just if you're used to like, if you have like a bigger handwriting or something, it could be inconvenient for you. So that's a pro and that's a con. Now on to the third one, which is the largest one, the large ring or the GM agenda. Oh, okay, I forgot to say the price of the medium one. So the medium one is currently, the medium ringed agenda is currently priced at $675. When I got it pre-loved from Fashion File, and like I said, the real from those two websites, the Real and Fashion File, they're authenticated. Literally, you can take it to the Louis Vuitton store to confirm, as I did. The medium one is currently priced at $675, and when I got it, I probably got it like for something. I believe I got this planner back in 2019, so it was probably $400 something. And then again, it was used, but even though, even with the pre-loved agendas, the prices and all, that's why sometimes I think it's just worth it to just buy the brand new one. Sometimes with the ones that's still like in excellent and really good condition, sometimes the prices are not as not that different. So I believe I got mine around like the $400 and something range when I got it, I believe. And now the prices jumped by like $200 or thereabout. Yeah, don't let anyone tell you sometimes like some luxury items are not investments. Sometimes they are, low-key. If you take care of them properly, they can definitely be investments. Next, we're going to be going on to a large ringed agenda, which is this one. Ooh, what are the advantages of this one? So actually, my life is about to get a little bit more busier, so I'm actually going to be upgrading from this medium one, which I've been using all year long, to the larger one. When I was in college, particularly, when I was studying for my board exams, and after graduation, this was my bread and butter because I had a lot going on. So this agenda, it's pretty big. If you're like a pretty busy person, if you have a lot going on in your life, I think this is what's gonna work. The A5 sized one. You're able to write in it conveniently. It has the largest rings, like literally the binder, the rings in it in comparison to the rings in the tiny one, it's like literally look at it, like it's like literally humongous in comparison. You're able to customize it. You don't have to necessarily squint like you would sometimes with the smaller ones. You literally, the world is your oyster. I'm going to do a flip through. Like this is, look at all the inserts I have in it. Like this is thick, and this is one of the reasons why I just really love these agendas. You're literally like able to personalize them and make them yours, and just yeah. So the pro of the large is it's very convenient to write in. Depending on your life, I feel like this is more of a con. To me, one of the reasons why I wasn't using it was I felt like it was a little bit harder to like take it about or to like take it around. It doesn't necessarily fit comfortably in a lot of like handbags and things like that. But if you, and this is what some people do, they have the large one on their desk and as their desk agenda, although Louis Vuitton does sell desk agendas. And the difference between the desk agendas and the large ringed agendas, I don't have the desk one, but the difference is they don't have the straps and they don't have the rings. So you can just get a regular planner and just put it in there. It's not necessarily as customizable. I'm saying necessarily because I know you can be like I forget like the rings you can use, but it's not necessarily as customizable as the ringed agendas. Yeah. So the pro of this, very comfortable to write in. It fits a lot in it. The con, sometimes depending on your lifestyle, it may be a little bit harder to move around, and I'll say that's like pretty much the main con. Otherwise, I really love these agendas. If you take care of them properly, they can last you a really long time. And one of the ways in which you can take care of them is with the rings. When you open them, you don't want to open the rings like this. Like, you don't want to open them this way. You want to open them like right there. You want to open it this way. And I will make a video, like a flip through, just like talk about like tips on how to properly take care of your investments. And honestly, if you're thinking about getting these like agendas, I 110% recommend. There's a huge community on Instagram, on Instagram, Facebook, where literally it's such a hobby for so many people. You're able to customize it in so many ways, and I definitely recommend these agendas. I really love them. One more thing I'm just going to do, since I'm making a comparison video, is to tell you also the different like prints that they have. Since I have 3 different prints with me. This is the monogram print. It just says like the LV on it. In my medium size, I have the Damier Ebene print. I actually really like this because I feel like for most people, when you see this, you don't think Louis Vuitton. It's a bit more of a, it's more toned down, if that makes sense. And then you have the tiger print, and believe it or not, this is my least favorite print. And when I got this print, I didn't want it to be Damier Ebene or Louis Vuitton, because back then I felt like a little bit shy to have like, luxury items. I don't know why, but I felt like shy and about anyone who to think I was rich, to be very honest with you. So that was why I got this, but now I really regret it actually, and I would love to sell it to get the Damier Ebene in this size, because not necessarily because I want to like show off or anything, but for instance, though, inside is like white. The rings are white, silver plated. I really like how with the other 2 prints, they're like gold plated. The rings are gold plated, so I really like that in comparison to the silver plate or the silver rings in the tiger, and the other black one I believe also has the silver. What's the other? So the other black print, which I don't have, is called the Epi leather, and that one's more of like a bit of like a Saffiano rougher leather than this one is. This is more of a smooth leather. Anyways, I hope this video was really helpful. I hope if you're like in the market for one of these planners, I hope it answers your questions on what kind of agenda to get. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. Honestly, I love these planners. Yeah, I've had them for years now, and they're literally, and honestly, planners are worth it. And planners are worth it because I always think of the saying, and I find it true for myself, which is that failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't plan, you're planning to fail. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you've watched it up to this point and you enjoyed my video and you found it helpful, please feel free to like, and most importantly, please subscribe to my channel. And if you choose, you can comment and share. Thank you for watching.